Next, we'll discuss how to edit how frequently a full replacement occurs. This is done by editing the useful life in column G. Useful life is the time between full replacement or full projects. 12 years for the rooftop furniture, 23 years for the roofs. Let's use balcony and railing paint again. Currently it's set at every 7 years, but I'd like to be more aggressive and paint every 5. Changing the cell in column G to 5 brings in that next event from 2033 to 2031. I'll go back to 7 years again to show the impact visually. For any project that will occur over a number of years, we'll edit the phasing, where we have multiple different options. Phasing is edited using column E. Let's use balcony and railing paint again as an example. Let's say the project will last 2 years instead of 1. We simply change column E to 2, the project now splits over 2 years, and the per phase quantity is now half of the full quantity. I'll change that back to 1 for clarity. If we want any gap years between phases, we would edit column C. For the sake of this exercise, let's say 2027 is a big year, so we want to do balconies 2 years with a year in between. Changing column C to 2 adds a gap year in between. Changing column G to 3 now skips 2027 and 2028, and then also skips 2034 and 2035. For clarity, I'll change this back to 2 projects, and then back to 1. And then I'll also change it back to a single phase in column E. Another example is down in masonry. We're showing 2 phases and a frequency of 6, which effectively shows 50% every 6 years for a useful life of 12 years. Changing column C to 5 moves the next event up to 2029. We'll change that back to 6 years, which moves it back to 2030.